Unlocking the Mysteries of Mythology. Hey everyone! Have you ever wondered about the stories behind the myths that have shaped cultures for centuries? Today we're diving into the fascinating world of mythology. We'll explore its significance, key stories, and how these ancient tales still resonate with us today. Stick around, because by the end, you'll see mythology in a whole new light. What is mythology? So let's start with the basics. What exactly is mythology? At its core, mythology is a collection of myths that are used to explain the world around us, from natural phenomena to the human experience. But wait, there's more. Myths, legends, and folk tales often get tangled up, right? Here's a quick breakdown. Myths typically involve gods and cosmological issues. Legends are more historical with a basis in truth, and folk tales are just good old-fashioned stories passed down through generations. Myths played a huge role in ancient societies. They served to communicate moral lessons and cultural values. They were how people made sense of their world long before science took the spotlight. Isn't it incredible how they can show us what people once believed and how they viewed life and death? Now, let's stroll through some of the major mythological traditions from around the globe. First up, we have Greek and Roman mythology. Think of Zeus throwing lightning bolts and Athena springing from her father's head fully armored. These myths illustrate everything from the creation of the world to epic tales of heroes like Hercules. And yes, we can't forget about those captivating stories of love, betrayal, and tragedy. A classic is the tale of Persephone, the goddess who spends half the year in the underworld with Hades, which explains why we have seasons. Pretty neat, right? Next, we slide into Norse mythology. Here we meet figures like Odin, the wise ruler, Thor, the thunder god, and Loki, the trickster with a knack for mischief. They believed in powerful events like Ragnarok, the apocalypse of the gods. It's fascinating how they viewed fate as something inescapable, yet flexible, showcasing how complex their understanding of life was. Then we take a trip to Egyptian mythology. This one is filled with fascinating deities like Ra, the sun god, and Osiris, the god of the afterlife. The Egyptians put a lot of emphasis on the afterlife, devoting time to rituals and mummification. They believed that a well-preserved body would ensure eternal life. Let's also touch on Hindu mythology. Here we find a rich tapestry of deities. The trinity of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva represent creation, preservation, and destruction, respectively. Myths contained in epics such as the Mahabharata and Ramayana offer deep moral and philosophical insights, making them timeless tales that continue to inspire. Finally, let's not forget the indigenous and African mythologies. These cultures have incredibly diverse and rich spiritual beliefs that vary widely. From the stories of Anansi the spider to wisdom shared by Native American elders, these myths reveal the human experience through their unique lens. Now, what about the themes that pop up in these myths? Well, you'll find several common threads like creation and destruction, heroism, and the struggle between good and evil. Archetypes play a big role here too. Think of the hero's journey, the wise mentor, and the cheeky trickster. These stories often carry moral lessons that resonate well beyond their time. They reflect human nature and the societies they emerged from, giving us insight into values that are still relevant today. But wait, the story doesn't stop there. Mythology impacts our modern culture in a big way. Look around you. Myths have inspired countless works of literature and art. From classics like the Iliad to blockbusters like Thor, mythology weaves its way into our favorite movies and TV shows. There's been a resurgence of interest in myths lately, particularly with creative retellings and adaptations that put a fresh spin on old tales. People are discussing these ancient stories in the context of their identities, morals, and cultures. Mythology is not just a thing of the past, it's still shaping our world today. So, to wrap things up, we've explored what mythology is, some major traditions, and how these stories reflect human nature and society. There's a wealth of knowledge and inspiration within these ancient tales, and I encourage you to dive deeper into them. If you enjoyed this journey through mythology, don't forget to hit that like button. What's your favorite myth? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and subscribe for more fun insights into culture and history. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you next time.